What's up, everybody? It's Comics Addiction coming at you with another video, and today doing a video for JPL Flash. He just, he already passed the 300 subs. He's at 321, but I want to congratulate him for hitting 300. Man, it's not easy. A lot of people usually quit or disappear for a good while for whatever reason. Things happen, but you're an awesome YouTuber, always supporting the community. Just did a video for shout outs to the community. Great live streams. I love his bargain bins when he's always showing the different books that he's picked up. And so his 300 sub contest is pretty much a comic. It doesn't matter whether it's Image, Batman, you name it, superhero, villain, that you want to see in films. And so I chose Men of Wrath. Look at that gorgeous cover. It looks so dark and violent. Sheep are full of blood. This, if you read the beginning, it makes sense. And it's actually written by Jason Aaron, and I believe the artist Ron Garney. Icon is the company, which I have never heard of. I didn't know back then. I was just like, oh, a book that looks interesting. It got my attention. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first book I purchased from a comic book store, just maybe because I didn't feel like the people there were helpful. And I remember I saw the cover, opened the first page, and just, cool. This is going to be the book that I start reading from now on. It was only 5 issues, but it's such a good story. It starts with how, if I'm not mistaken, the last name is the Wrath family. How such this small incident happened. I don't want to go too much into detail. Something happens, and this man just stabbed somebody in the neck. And when he was a little boy, he happened to see the violence, this gruesome death. You see somebody just choking, bleeding everywhere, and it scars him. Like, he becomes this hitman, and everybody in town in Alabama, some little town, everybody's terrified of him. And they show what type of man he is. How, oh man, he's really dark guy. There's this moment in the book where, he kills the people like always, whatever, but then he does something that is just, it's cold. I was like, man, how could he do that? And so he's taken so many contracts, and they give him one more, and it happens to be his son. His son has a pregnant, I believe it's his wife, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe girlfriend. And you see her just running here with her belly. It's amazing. And it all happened, if I'm not mistaken, because he refused to shoot a horse. Which, Jason Aaron, at this point in time, I didn't really know much about writers and artists, and I just loved this book. The action, the violence, like I said, look at this cover. The man's in church and still has no respect. And yeah. Then you have this right here. And this gorgeous cover in here. When this book ended, it felt like I had just seen a movie, and I just didn't want it to end, and I got sucked into comics. And luckily, just like JPL Flash, I love independent books. I feel like there are some stories that, yes, there's the superheroes, yes, they get told over and over, different scenarios, different new superheroes, and yeah, I'm a big fan. But when it comes to like something like this, or just overall, other books that I've spoken about that are independent, man, they are so good. And this is one of them. This is one of Jason Aaron's best stories. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I definitely recommend you guys to go look for this. It's a bit of a ghost just because it was such a small print run, and I do wish they make a movie out of this. Hopefully, at some point, somebody will send it into some company, Sony or whoever, and then they start thinking, "Holy crap! This could be a great movie." It reminds me of No Country for Old Men. Well, especially the villain, it's really dark character. But yeah, that's my entry. And once again, congrats JPL Flash. Awesome YouTuber and awesome friend. So until next time, guys. And I'm gonna leave a link down below so you guys could check them out and sub them up. Later, guys.